Hello and welcome back to today. We are taking a look at the Warhammer 40,000 Ultimate Starter Set from Warhammer. I recently picked this up because I'm going through a big painting kick of my Warhammer miniatures at the moment, and I wanted some more Space Marines for a diorama I'm working on. Originally, I was going to pick up one of the Combat Patrol sets, probably the Space Wolves, which are normally £100. However, this Ultimate Starter Set is £130. It comes with the rule books, and it comes with the equivalent of 2 Combat Patrol armies. So you are saving a massive amount here. So I ended up picking this up instead. A couple of things to note is that, one, I believe this is undergoing a rebrand as the Combat Patrol Starter Set. I did notice that on Games Workshop's website. I picked this up in store, but I have noticed on their website they are now branded as the Combat Patrol Starter Set, but their website confirms that these two sets are one and the same. Also, this set is a variation of the Leviathan box set, which was released a couple of years ago for the start of the 10th edition of the game. Now, I will prefix all of this by saying that I don't play Warhammer, so I'm not familiar with the rules. I couldn't really tell you the difference between 9th, 10th, 11th editions, whatever. I merely collect these for painting purposes and display, and because I find the lore really, really interesting. But anyway, here we have the Ultimate Starter Set. I believe there are 3 versions of this set. There's a basic starter set, a more deluxe starter set, and then there's this Ultimate Starter Set. Prices, I think, vary from about £40 up to this one, which is £130. The differences, I believe, are the amount of miniatures you get, which we can discuss a little more when we take a look at that side of things. But here we have the box set. It's a large, hefty box. You get the artwork at the front of the Marines against the Tyranids. It's the Ultimate Starter Set. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. That's our top. That's our bottom. That's our side. And that's our side. And here we have the back, which gives us a full breakdown of what's included. Also, we get a brief bio here and a content summary. So, off the back, the set is split between Space Marines and Tyranids, which, from what I've gathered and understood, are the 2 main opposing factions in the storyline, as it were, for the 10th edition. I believe the 11th edition may be coming out next year. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, this set comes with, I believe, 44 Citadel miniatures. So in it, you will be getting a Captain in Terminator armor. We will get 5 of these Terminators. We will get a Librarian in Terminator armor and 5 Infernus Marines. In terms of the Tyranids, we get a Tyranid Prime. We get 5 Barbergaunts, 3 of the Von Ryan's Leapers, a Psychophage, 20 Terminauts, and 2 Ripper Swarms. In here, we also get a 72-page core rule booklet, a 72-page handbook, 2 reference sheets, 10 dice, 2 range rulers, 1 Space Marine transfer sheet, 2 gaming boards, and they've classed it as 1 hab bunker and 4 stockades, but here it's basically the scenery as well. So straight off the back, if you're new to Warhammer and you're just trying to get into it, whether you just want to paint the models or you want to learn to play the game, immediately, even without opening this, I feel this is a great value for money. There's something called Combat Patrol within the Warhammer, which is a version, or it's as far as I understand, it's a scaled down version of the game. It's quicker, it's easier to play. You can buy a box set of miniatures for £100 and then you're ready to go. This set comes with the Space Marines Combat Patrol, and that is the exact same miniatures you get in the Combat Patrol. It also comes with the Tyranids Combat Patrol, and again, it's the exact same Tyranids that you get in their Combat Patrol, and you get it for the price of £130. So straight off the back, without including scenery, without including the rule books and all of that, you are saving £70 to £80 right there and then. In addition to it, we also get scenery, which ranges from anywhere from sort of the £50 to £100 plus range, depending on what you get. We get a couple of cardboard backings, and we also get rule books. I believe these are paperback rule books, but nonetheless, to pick the rule books up, they do range in the £30 to £40 range. So we're saving 80, that's 110, another 50 for that. So you're probably savings around about £160 here, just off this, which I think is an amazing deal. As I mentioned earlier, this set is a variation of the Leviathan box set, which was released for the start of the 10th edition. I don't think the Leviathan set is purchasable anymore. It was a limited edition set. It came with the 2 combat patrols, playmats, rulebook, and it also came with this hardback book, which has all of the rules in it, and it has a load of the lore and the history and everything else. This book is not in here, but that, as far as I'm aware, is the main difference, is that the Leviathan set had this really nice hardback. It did not have any of the play scenery, and it came in at about £100. So if you missed that set, you can get this, and you're getting near identical to what is available in the 2 sets. As I also mentioned, there are 2 other variations of this set. There is a beginner set, which I believe just comes with the 5 Space Marines, and it comes with, I think, 5 or 10 Termagorts, just for a quick startup play. There's also another version of this, which I think is in the £60 to £70 range. As far as I'm aware, it has the same Tyranids. Maybe it's doesn't include that one. I'm not 100% certain. If you go to the Warhammer store or their website, you will certainly be able to find it and easily see the difference. But essentially, it comes with a slightly scaled down version of these. And I believe it comes with the Space Marines bar the Librarian. And it also doesn't come with the scenery. So it's the same stuff with just reduced contents. This is the ultimate set, so it comes with that much more. But there we have this set. On the back, as we've seen, we get the contents, the summary. We get a product shot of our miniatures. Remember, or if you're not familiar with Warhammer, all of the miniatures you buy come unassembled and unpainted. So this is showing what they could look like if you paint them. How you paint them, if you paint them, that's all up to you. It does note here that it's easy. They are easy to fit, so they are push fit. Glue is only needed on the terrain, and you just need some clippers for the tools. From experience with the Leviathan set, these are really easy to assemble and get going with if you want. So they do make a really nice starter set. Opening this up, the set is in a tray. Oh, there we go. So immediately here you can see what we get. So we get our various sprues with all of our miniatures on them. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sprues, I read it as, which is a combination of your Terminators, your Space Marines, your Tyranids, and your buildings. There is some real weight to the buildings, which is really nice. You get this small insert card with some cutout tokens and some really nice artwork of the Space Marines versus some Chaos Marines. It's interesting that they went with this rather than the cover art or something similar, given the Terminators are included. Although on the flip side, we do get the Terminators on their own. We have this, which looks like it might be the rule pack. We'll take a look at that in a minute. We get our dice. You get your display bases for all your figures. The instructions will tell you which bases are for which, and they are sized. But it is easy enough to work out usually. We get a transfer sheet for Space Marines with a combination of Marines, Space Wolves, Blood Angels, so you can paint them in whatever colour scheme you want. We get our playboards, which are in a really thick stock card. We'll take a look at those in a moment as well. And we get 2 distant rulers. So let's put all of this back. All of that back. Move that to one side. That is going to be our rule books. Let's take a look at the boards to begin with. So I believe we get 2 double-sided boards. These immediately are in a really nice thick hard stock card. So they're not going to get immediately ruined straight out the packaging. All the other ones I've had have been essentially a very thin paper card. So the first one is essentially the inside of a facility or a spaceship or something to that effect. You can see there's plenty of detail throughout, some dead Tyranids, blood, gore, all of that. On the alternate side is a muddy terrain. Oh. And then for the second one, we get a similar colour schemes. So we get the inside of a spaceship or a facility of some kind. Here it is slightly different, but same sort of colouring scheme, and the same for the underside. We get a dirty track or a muddy playing field, but with some slightly different art there. They're not bad. They're really nice hard stock, so you can get nice game boards. Would have been nice if we could have had some real variation, perhaps like a grassy field or a rocky mountain or something to that effect. But nonetheless, it is nice to have both of those to make some nice boards if you are looking to learn to play the game. And then finally we get the rule books, which come sealed away in here. So first up we get a cut down version of the core rules, or a small paperback book of the core rules, which go through all of the various phases and strategies, etc. Ways to set up your battlefields. Playing Combat Patrol. So it looks like it's got the rules for both Combat Patrol and the full rules for the standard game. A Warhammer 40,000 handbook, which looks to be like a really nice starter book. So in here we have our building instructions. We then get some reading material on the background of our characters and the aliens or Xenos, and some more information on being able to play the game. Some really nice play material here. Just scanning the play material, it looks to be almost identical to what's been coming in the Attaché's Combat Patrol part work, or for the most part, so a lot of that does look quite similar. It might be, I'm not too sure, I haven't read those. Then goes on to explain what to get if you are collecting a certain force, and some of the other combat patrols which are available there. And then last but not least, we get our reference sheets, which obviously detail the attacks and health points, etc., etc., for our 2 combat patrols included in this set. So before even opening, I was obviously speaking very highly of this, and I continue to speak highly of it. I think if you are new to Warhammer, or you are looking to get into Warhammer, one of these starter sets is a fantastic way to go. And essentially you're only limited here by what the budget you want to put into it. If you can afford it, I would certainly recommend getting the Ultimate Starter set over the other 2, just because of the additional contents and the savings which are included in here. If you've been collecting Warhammer for a really long time and just looking to bolster out your armies, again, these are really great deals. You know, £130 for 2 combat patrols plus rule books and handbooks and everything else, I think is a fantastic, fantastic deal that really can't be beat. I think the models which are included in these sets are nice, simple models to start building with. They're nice push fit, so they're easy to assemble. Painting's easy on them. They're not overly intricate as some of the other armies can be. Overall, I would highly recommend this set if you are looking to get into Warhammer 40,000. I haven't picked them up, but there are similar sets for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, which was one of their fantasy-based games rather than the sci-fi setting of 40,000. So you can go and look at those if that's something you're more interested in than the sci-fi setting. I believe the contents are fairly similar, but I wouldn't be able to guarantee that. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, stay safe, and remember, freedom is a right, not a privilege.